Cases of children being maltreated every day inundate our various fairs, and it seems not to be abating. One that attracted so much attention is that of a 9-year-old Korede, as seen in this video. He was abused and chained by his father for months under the guise of discipline. Now, the case has since generated a lot of views, reviews, and interviews since the child was rescued. We visited the area where the crime took place for updates. Friday, the 22nd of July 2016, Ajibawo community headlined major papers as the news of 9-year-old Korede, who was allegedly chained by his father, filtered in. The rescue operation of the child and the subsequent arrest of the suspect, coordinated by men of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, as well as the Nigerian police, threw more light into the case.
You can't answer anything.
Madam, let him talk now.
Let him talk. He can't talk.
On that fateful day in the morning, that was last Friday, on the 22nd precisely, about 10 o'clock in the morning, a good Samaritan came to one of our officers who are on patrol of that place and told them about what is happening there. Actually, he told them that a boy of about 9 years old has been detained unlawfully here. He has been kept inside a room solitarily, and he was chained. And as a matter of fact, he could not be able to tell us the actual offense the boy has committed.
First, the father tried to justify his act.
Senior brother used to misbehave, thief like that. Here you get from house to house. Not my own house only, though. Is another. That is the whole area, and which is what everybody knows about. Here you get. So after him brother, so he now bans on this small boy again. But this in own critical than that him brother own. When I was running around, nowhere to go again, because before maybe 2 times in a week, she get, even though to even chop belly food, to even get mind to, I didn't have rest of mind, she get. I explained to some of my shepherd, so they said that I should use something. I even try, nothing, she get. So later, I decided maybe if I chain it down, she get, I will find the solution.
The 9-year-old attracted lots of sympathy, and in no time, the government of Ogun State stepped in by first offering the child medical care.
The mother of the nation has followed this case from the very onset. Even before it was officially declared in the papers or announced, she was one of the first to say to me that she had heard this instance that has occurred in Ogun State, and she has been very passionate about it. She interacted with me, wanted to know the condition of the child and actions that have been taken, and I think that that is worthy of note, that we have a compassionate wife of the president in Nigeria here who actually follows everything that happens in various states, and I want that placed on record.
And then came this news that would change Korede's life forever.
Well, that goes without saying. I mean, he's been adopted by the first family in the state, so it goes without saying that educationally he's pretty much set. We'll follow it through to whatever dimension. I'm told that he has mentioned in previous discussions that he would like to be a doctor. That is an indication of the level of his intelligence. And there's also been the nuance that he would do well in security, given that he was able to manage himself under very extreme conditions and find a way out. So it's evident that there's so much talent in there, and His Excellency will want us to follow through on this. So,
days after the incident, we returned to Ajibawo, where we learned the church had been closed formally. Just a handful of people around the area doing their businesses. However, further interaction with members of the community revealed that the suspect may not have been new to this act after all.
This is not the first time he had been doing such acts. So we have tried to report him in several occasions. Even his uncles have arrested him by his soldiers once because of the elder brother of this very Korede. So now they took the other boy, Felix, the senior brother of this Korede, from him because of this, the same maltreatment.
We also spoke with the man who effected the rescue of Korede's older sibling when he suffered similar fate in the hands of their father.
Àbúrò ọmọ yẹn nísìn ló tún wá fi ń ṣe ilé ìfún. Fọ́tò ọmọ yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ mi nílé. Ìtò kọ́kọ́ ṣe ní May 14, May 2014. Ó wà lọ́wọ́ mi.
The self-acclaimed pastor may have in the past prayed for others, but for this act meted upon his son, we sought the opinion of a psychiatrist. Our man is the acting medical director, Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital, Yaba, Dr. Richard Adebayo.
Very sad, and it's quite unexpected, especially in the age we are in. It's quite very unfortunate that a little boy has to be subjected to that kind of inhuman treatment for a long period. If there's any way we can describe that, that is a serious child abuse. Children should not be subjected to that. That a child has been stealing is not a reason why such kind of a person should be subjected to inhuman treatment. Shutting a boy down for as long as that period of time will not be the solution. You know, it's not a solution. It will not help that boy. To me, it's a very outrageous reaction from the father, and obviously that's child abuse.
Children who suffer one form of torture or the other are everywhere. Will time ever play a part in their healing?
For the poor innocent boy, I'm sure he has passed through more than enough psychological trauma. That's for a long time in his life. Even by the time he develops into adulthood, he will keep on remembering the ordeal he had passed through. And for some, they grow up eventually and develop what we call post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. You know, and that can result into so many things in his life. Number one, he has been taught the wrong things in life. He may grow up and he believes that's the best way to train a child. That when a child is doing one thing or the other that's not tolerable, then the next is go and shame him. After all, that's the way his father also treated him. You know, he may not have trust in his father. He may not have love for his father or anybody, you know, in that realm as a father figure. So that will also cause some problem of trust in him. You know, he's been subjected to a lot of ordeals, and his self-esteem, self-ego, you know, may be lost for a long time. That child may grow up because he has not experienced what is called love. So he may grow up, you see the life he's living as a wicked one. Life has been very cruel to him. He may develop anxiety disorders or depression later on in life. And post-traumatic stress disorder is also in the realm of depression and anxiety disorders. So in other words, the template has been set to put him into more psychological ordeal and trouble later on in life. If care is not taken, if we don't address the mental aspects of what he has passed through, that child may grow up in an abnormal manner, and he may develop a lot of problems in future. He may not be able to live a normal life. We need more enlightenment, not only through the mass media like this, or you know, but also we should go down to the grassroots, the religious cycles, the churches, the mosque. We should be able to get this information down. That's all this issue of child abuse that we call the training. It's not in this age again. We should not practice those things again. In schools, some children are subjected to battering, all in the name of corporal punishment, flogging, and all that. You see a lot of, you know, trauma on their skin, in their bodies. We should stop that. So also at community level, we should be able to get this message down to our people that we should change our attitude. But the practices we called our own African way of treating children, it should not be. You know, we should treat children, we should punish them, but with love.
Stories of child abuse abound in the country, and they come in varying dimensions, including child labor. But where lies the Child Rights Act adopted and domesticated by the federal government in 2003.